Hey, what's up, everyone? We're doing a follow-up here after the quest to the top 100. We've been now hovering roughly around the 180 rank, and that is kind of like without using scrolls, without using gems. So with 3,680 trophies roughly, we're going to go do some raids here. And like I said, I haven't been using scrolls, haven't been using gems, maybe unless I see like a 400 or 500,000 loot base. So this is roughly where the game, in my defense, is keeping me at. And a lot of your position in the leaderboard has to do with your defense. If your defense is horrible, your position's always gonna like creep down because people are gonna easily be able to beat your base. I don't like the triple barricade right there. As you can see, we're able to take that down fairly easy. I love the spike or the snake tower right there. Snake tower does a massive amount of damage, and they are insanely powerful right now. So you really need a sonic blast with the snake tower. We're going to have to sit back and hide behind our mummy. Wait for our spells to come up. Thankfully, our mummy didn't die, so now we have a good protection right there, good shield. We have 2 mummies alive. I'm going to bring out another mummy, run back and heal them a little bit, and then sit over here and recover some. Because if your hero does not take damage, your hero regenerates its life on its own. So on the top of the heal spell, you can regenerate more life by not taking damage. And it kicks in after a few seconds of not taking damage. So you can see the mummies act as a great diversion. They take up a lot of damage. They soak up that damage. They also can use their stun spell and slow down units and prevent towers from actually attacking you. Again, we're going to sit back, recover some. Spamming out gargoyles now. That should hopefully get to the castle gate and help us, if needed, to take down the gate. But we should be okay. You can see there's a gargoyle or two. And the reason we're bringing out gargoyles is because they're the fastest unit in the game right now. So they get to the castle gate right away. They help out. They destroy the gates. We've swapped them out for cannons, as currently cannons are great for when you're like trophy pushing, but this way we're pretty much ensuring that we get 100% a lot more often. The gargoyles do a decent amount of damage at level 3 to the towers. They're quick. They're easy to get there. So I've been using gargoyles, and it's been working out fairly well. You do want to kick back those bombs a lot of the time to help prevent your mummy from dying. The mummy is really, really weak to those blunt damage bombs. So it looks like all the mummies have died. Unfortunately, I made a mistake there. You don't really want to bring out a mummy right when you're next to a skull tower, because as you can see, the mummy's HP just drops pretty significantly. Again, the Achilles heel of the mummy is the skull tower, not the firebolt tower like they want you to believe. You can see the firebolt towers, they do very, very little damage to the mummy, actually. Even though the mummy says he's weak to the firebolt tower. And we are rushing too quickly, so we're going to have to hold back some. Whenever you see a snake tower, it's pause, like run away. The snake tower does massive amounts of damage, and even just running through it. I'm going to call the mummy back here. Bring out a few pyromancers. So now we're just doing cleanup on the remaining towers. So now I was going to spam out some gargoyles. Bring out a mummy there to divert the attention of the castle gate and the firebolt tower, so the hero doesn't have to take all the damage from the gates. And then that should be another 100% right there. So you can see we are definitely able to pull off 100% in the 3,700 trophy range. And our defense is the one thing that is holding us down out of the leaderboards. Once our hero gets stronger too, and we get some more hero gear that is better, we will be able to push further in the leaderboards without using scrolls. So, don't let people say that you have to use scrolls. Scrolls definitely make it a lot easier. You can push up without using scrolls if you are using proper tactics and using the strategic approach to raiding. This is my favorite approach, is the mummy with the heal spell. I'm sure there's other combinations that work effectively as well. This is what I have level up. This is what I use. So, just because I use it doesn't mean it's the best. You have to have your skills leveled up. I think they just announced that Blizzard got level 8, and then Firestorm also got a level increase. So if someone has maxed out their Firestorm or maxed out their Blizzard, they could be very, very effective as well. But I don't have those maxed out, so they're not worthwhile for me to actually use and try out because mine are only level 3 or level 4. And then when you see waves like that and gargoyles, you do want to try and make sure that your mummy or other units don't get hit. So you want to kind of only have one unit get targeted. And that's making separation between you and your other units. So you can see the Pyromancer there took all the gargoyle bombs. I got the hero away so the hero didn't take any damage. The skull towers right there do a nice job of taking down the mummy. Come over here and sit and heal. Moved up just a little bit to get the heal spell on the mummy. You always want to hit as many things as possible with your spells. So you can see we touched up a couple of different barriers. So I made a mistake that I ran back towards my mummy, so my mummy got hit and took some damage from those gargoyles. Trying to knock those bombs back so that the Skull Tower doesn't kill the mummies. So now I'm going to run up with the hero, let the hero take all the gargoyle damage, keep my mummy alive. A lot of gargoyles to help clean up the backup towers back here. You can see we have a pyromancer there. It's doing a good, nice cleanup job as well. So we're just going to step back and see. And you see a gargoyle already got all the way up to the castle gate. So 100% right there. That was a lot tougher because he used a lot of skull towers. Skull towers are very, very effective at taking down mummies. And his gargoyles were very, very strong as well. So possibly level 4 gargoyles there. Probably level 3. But he did a very, very... That's a very good gargoyle base right there, even with the nerf on the gargoyles. So it's interesting to see he has a werewolf in his wave there. A lot of gargoyles again. A few snake towers, which I'm definitely not looking forward to fighting. You can see the massive swarms of gargoyles. Stun right there was greatly appreciated. Again, that is a random proc. You don't know when it's going to happen. And there's the first snake tower. And it's going to do a massive amount of poison damage. And you definitely want to stay. See, I'm getting hit constantly by it. And we are going to die to the snake tower. That's the power of the snake tower right there. And unfortunately, one loss right there, and it's going to take down like 40 or so trophies. Snake towers do a ton of damage. You definitely want to level them up. You can see we lost 50 trophies right there. So that one loss right there sets us back tremendously. It pretty much puts us back, you know, negative to even where we started. We're probably going to be, yeah, we're about 20 or 30 trophies less than what we, you know, started the series or started the video here with. And that's why using scrolls is so important to keep your position in the leaderboards. You don't have to use them, but if you die like that or have a mistake, you know, you're going to lose 40 or 50 trophies like you just saw there. So it's so much better to use a scroll to resurrect or to heal yourself and then just keep going forward. Obviously, the goal is to try and not use scrolls, but you can see how costly that is. We dropped, you know, 50 trophies. We went all the way back to 195th place. We were probably around like 170th place after a couple of victories there, 100%. So some nice highlights there of elite level gameplay with no scrolls, and we are only level 76. So we'll end here showing off the hero again for those that are wondering. Those are the stats that we're working with.